guys, this is Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews, and today we are going to talk about the Schwinn 810. Now, I am sure you've heard of the name Schwinn before. I mean, they have been around since 1895, which kind of blew my mind. It takes a lot for a brand to stay relevant nowadays, and somehow Schwinn has figured out the secret sauce to do just that. Now, I know for me, when I think of the name Schwinn, I automatically think of indoor and outdoor bikes. I know you were like the cool kid in the neighborhood if you had a Schwinn bike, which I didn't. Probably explains a lot about my growing up and the trauma that I've occurred. They put out a lot of quality indoor and outdoor bikes, but today we are not going to talk about a bike. We are actually going to talk about the Schwinn 810 treadmill. Now, this is one of their cheaper models of treadmills, and as I was getting to the specifics of this treadmill, I realized it wasn't going to be a treadmill that was right for everyone. However, for the right person, I think this is going to be a quality treadmill at a really good price point. To start things off, this is a $900 treadmill. Now, a couple of the specs that I immediately noticed. One, it has a 55 by 20 inch belt deck. Now, I think that's an adequate belt deck size. It meets industry standard. I love to see a 60 by 20 inch belt deck. However, I still think a 55 by 20 inch belt deck will suffice for most people. The only thing I would say is if you know you have a longer stride, if you are a taller person, go ahead, try out a belt deck size of 55 inches so that you know you're not going to cut off your stride length. It's going to fit within the parameters of that 55 inches, but otherwise, I think it should suffice fine for most people. Now, before we get into more of the specifics of this treadmill, go ahead, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos coming your way. Also, if you want to purchase this product, go ahead and use the link below the like button to do so. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help us, gives us a small commission, and we really appreciate it when you do that. Lastly, this was sent to us by the company, but that doesn't change what we say about it. I'm always going to be truthful and honest. So let's talk more about this Schwinn 810. Now, in terms of motor size, this has a 2.6 CHP motor. Ideally, I'd like to see a 3.0 CHP motor. That is typically the industry standard for what is considered a good running treadmill. However, I would put this treadmill more into the category of a walking, jogging treadmill with some running thrown in because of that motor size. Also, I think that with a walking and jogging plan, with the occasional running, you're not going to have to worry about any sort of components burning out over time. The motor size at 2.6 will be able to handle that for years and years to come. It does come with specialized soft track cushioning. Now, for me, I didn't notice a huge difference. I think that there are other treadmills that are around the same price point that offer a better cushioned belt deck. I personally wouldn't recommend this for anybody who's struggling with bad knees or painful joints. For the average person who doesn't experience that, I think the cushioning is just fine. But if you're looking for extra cushioning, I don't think this treadmill is a good one for you. On the 810, it has easy to read control buttons. Now, I did feel a little overwhelmed with the amount of buttons coming at me. I might be getting soft in my old age, I'm not sure. Obviously, there's buttons like your start, your stop, your pause. You also have your speed buttons and your incline buttons. In terms of conveniences, it does come with dual water bottle holders and a fan. The fan was pretty minimal. You can adjust it to hit various parts of your body, but overall, I was pretty underwhelmed by the amount of air coming in my way. It is a small LCD screen, and it is going to show you your basic metrics just like any other treadmill will. So your heart rate, your calories, your time, your distance, things of that nature. Now, with the 810, it doesn't come with a touch screen. Again, it comes with that LCD screen, but you can connect through Bluetooth to different apps like Explore the World. Now, Explore the World can connect to both Android and Apple devices, and it costs $9.99 a month, which honestly, for what it's offering, I think is a really fair price point. In terms of assembly, this isn't the biggest treadmill that we've put together. I say we, I mean Sam, that Sam has put together. He did say to grab a second person just to help with some various parts and to follow the instructions to a T because there was some intricate wiring that you had to run through the arm that was kind of a pain. So he said, other than that, a pretty overall basic assembly, except for the wiring part. Just make sure you're following the instructions when it comes to that. This treadmill weighs 175 pounds. Now this is honestly probably one of the lightest treadmills that I've seen with like the walking, jogging category. So overall, a really light treadmill. It has gas shock on the folding mechanism, which means that it's super easy to raise and lower that belt deck. Also a pretty portable machine and not really hard to move around. It comes with wheels on the front. So for a machine to be foldable, weigh under 200 pounds, I would consider this a pretty easy portable treadmill. Now, one call out that I have about this machine is its weight capacity. It only is a 275-pound weight capacity. When I compare it to other treadmills that I would put in this category, so things like the Sol F63, the Horizon 7.0, the Nordic Track EXP7i, all of those meet industry standard with a 300+ weight capacity, this one does fall a little bit short. With this treadmill, it goes up to speeds of 10 miles per hour. Now, typically, I love to see a 12 mile per hour mark, especially when you compare it to treadmills like the Sol F63 that meet that 12 mile per hour mark. However, as I consider the motor size at a 2.6 CHP, I do think it was a smart choice to keep it at 10 miles per hour so that you don't have to worry about any sort of components burning out over time. With this machine, it also comes with a 10% incline. Now again, we see a lot of 12 to 15% incline, but when we consider the motor size, I do think Schwinn has made a smart decision, kept you, the customer, in mind so that you aren't gonna have to worry about components burning out with that motor size. Now, I know that I keep comparing this treadmill to treadmills like the F63, like the Horizon 7.0. However, those are a little bit more expensive by a couple $100s. So my question to you, would you rather spend a little bit extra money, have that higher motor size, those higher speeds, has that higher incline, or would you rather save yourself a couple $100s, have a smaller motor size, an incline that only goes up to 10%, and only a 10% mile per hour mark? I know for me, I'm not doing a crazy amount of running, so a treadmill that is mostly a walking, jogging, and has the ability to do some running along with it over time is a great choice for me, but that's not for everybody. We would love to hear what you think, what your thoughts are. Let us know below in the comments. We would love to hear from you. This has been Lindsay. Peace.